back to Giving Chances Farm. I'm Tony, and today we're going to be milking Sky. So what I'm doing right now is cleaning everything up, making sure nothing's going to fall down into the milk bucket. That one had soapy water in it, and this one here just has clean water in it, so we'll rinse her off. So you always start with the teats, then go in between them, and we'll work up the sides. Come down the back of the udder, and then I always do her belly also, just so nothing falls in the bucket. And I just kind of keep an eye to make sure there's nothing down her sides where she has her sawdust or wood chips from her bedding on her. So I'm good. You good? Mm-hmm. Then basically you want to squirt out the first part of it from the teat. And that kind of tells you if there's anything chunky or anything like that in there. Make sure that she's ready to be milked. Alright. Ready?
Ready.
Alright. She's been giving us about she's topping off a ½ gallon glass ball jar all the way up to the lid each milking now. And we're milking right about every 12 hours. So we're getting a gallon a day from her. And then we're using some of that milk to be able to feed Cadillac, the bottle buckling. So right now he's eating about between 18 and 20 ounces at a time, at least 3 times a day. So, but as you can see, she's standing real nice for us now. The first couple times that we milked her, she would kind of bring her hind leg up one at a time. She never tried to kick us or tried to step into the bucket or anything like that. She would just bring the leg straight up and kind of hold it there for a second or two. You'd give her, just kind of stop squeezing for a second, and then she would lower it back down. So I think she's kind of getting used to the routine now, and it does pretty good, because with her bringing her feet up like that, the first time we milked her by hand, having to stop so that we could get her to put her foot back down, it took probably 20 minutes to milk her by hand. Now we're down to being able to milk her. I think the video I did previously of Michaela and Taylor milking was a little bit under 6 minutes. They were able to get her completely milked out.
And we're getting much faster.
No, there you go. So, the biggest thing is just getting into a routine, and you kind of find your rhythm. I'm not good enough to do it by myself with both hands. My left hand's not very coordinated to do that, so if I milk by myself, I have to do one side at a time. So we normally just kind of divvy it up, and one of the girls will go on that side and help me milk. I prefer to stay on this side because I'm right hand dominant, and if she brings her foot up, I can use my arm to block her foot so she can't kick the bucket.
Well, I used to be this side I'm milking now, but now I'm more used to your side.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me.
With hot chocolate, you always milk that side.
Well, I got used to it because Mom can't get all the way through it.
Yeah.
With it, so I'm more used to that, and Michaela also likes the side I'm milking. So I have to milk that side always.
Yeah.
So now I have to get back in the habit of milking this side.
But it's good practice for when
When we have more than one.
yeah.
So I'll be looking, because hot chocolate is due in less than a month now. So, or actually right at a month. So
Yeah.
I'll be looking at possibly down the road adding on to this stand to make a double wide. Just so we can get them both up here and get them ready. And then we're already looking at the possibilities of a milking machine for the future once we start getting more. That way we'll have that as a backup plan if nothing else. So.
I finished.
And it seems like with her, that side always finishes first.
Actually, when I milk that side, I always finish first.
Yeah.
So.
But you definitely want to make sure that you milk them dry. You don't want to leave anything in there because then it can cause a little bit of issues with them. But I don't know if Michaela can get a shot of it with the camera or not, but I've showed it before. So basically your top two fingers does the squeezing first, and then you come down and so it kind of looks like that every time.
Yeah.
So you let the milk come down in there, you pinch it off, and then you milk it out.
Kind of like that.
You'll kind of notice when you get towards the bottom, or towards the end, I should say, not towards the bottom, but towards the end, it'll kind of be like a raisin, and it won't fill up as fast. That's how you know you're getting close to the end. Baby, you gotta step over. Taylor's pushing you my way, isn't she? So.
That's a lot of milk.
Yep. Well, and, I mean, depending on who you talk to, there's kind of a little bit of a controversy over whether hand milking is better than the machine,
Stop eating your bowl.
whether it is, if the machine will damage the teat or not. And honestly, if you're using the machine properly, it shouldn't be damaging the animal. You have to set the vacuum correctly, and you want it to pulsate so it simulates me hand milking, but it also simulates the way that the kid would be getting milk from the mom. So, and I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if we switched over to a machine instead of hand milking, like right now, I'm gotta stay focused on this bucket because there's lots of things that could get into this bucket, and then that would affect our milk. Versus if you've got a machine hooked up to her, and that goes through the line and straight to a sealed bucket, there's less likely a chance to have anything get into your milk. You can tell Dad's out of practice. I'm a little slower today. But that's what overtime will do to you.
Dog kisses.
I thought she was going to because she was doing the little.
Yeah. We're almost done. Alright, stop dancing around. We're almost done. Just a couple more. Alright, so that's how much milk we ended up getting out of her. We'll take that back up to the house. Brittany's gonna spray her. The spray that we're using is called Fight Back, and it is to prevent mastitis. It's a disinfecting spray. So we'll take this milk up to the house, and Brittany will put it into some ice water in the sink to chill it. And then she will run it through the filter while she's putting it into the glass jar to be put in the refrigerator. So we'll put her back up, and I will clean the little bit of milk that got spilled on my hand off of the stand. That way that's cleaned off, and we'll be ready for in the morning. So hope you guys enjoyed the videos of us milking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media with all your family and friends. Put your comments down below, and we'll see you guys in the morning.